everyone. I welcome you all to RKP online classes. Hope you all are doing well at your homes. So today we are going to start our next topic about our earth, and that is of class 7, our chapter number 3, which is our changing earth. It means what are the changes coming in the surface of our earth and in the interior of the earth. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the changes in our earth. Okay, as we discussed in first chapter that the solid crust or hard top layer of the earth, that is known as lithosphere. The solid crust, that the upper side, that is the domain of the land. Okay, so the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth, that is called lithosphere. Okay, so what are the lithospherical plates? When the lithosphere is divided or is broken down into a number of plates, then these are called lithospherical plates. Now, do you know that these lithospherical plates inside the earth, they move slowly inside the earth. They move around very slowly. Do you know? So, they move a few millimeters every year. A few millimeters every year. So we can say that still, right now they are just in motion. It means they are moving slowly. So they move a few millimeters every year. Why? Because of the molten, which is molten lava, means which is liquid, which is in liquid form. So because of the molten magma or lava inside the earth, these tectonic plates or these lithospherical plates, they move around very slowly. Okay, so and these changes inside the earth, these changes cause changes on the surface of the earth. So motions of these plates inside the earth, they cause changes on the surface of the earth. Okay, like there is an example. If there are some motions inside the earth, like if the tectonic plates are stuck to each other, it means they struck each other, means टक्कर मारना है, एक दूसरे को hit करना. Okay, they hit each other, and then because of that vibration, our earth vibrates, and then at that time we say that this is earthquake. Okay, and that situation, the vibration of the earth, that is called earthquake. Okay, so we can say that the motions inside the earth, they cause changes on the surface of the earth as well. Okay, so the earth movements are divided on the basis of the force that causes changes, So there are earth's movement, they are divided on the basis of the force that cause changes. Okay, so there are two types of force that make changes inside our earth or on the surface of the earth. So these are, first is endogenic force and second is exogenic force. Okay, endogenic and exogenic. So now exogenic. So this becomes endogenic and this becomes exogenic. Endo means inside, exo means outside, genic means origin. Mean the force that works in the interior of the earth or in the inside of the earth, that is called endogenic force. Okay, but that force which works on the surface of the earth or the outside of the earth, means it's the surface of the earth, that is called exogenic force. Okay, so endogenic forces, they produce sudden movements like earthquake and volcanoes, and they cause a large destruction. Okay, so this was about the force which are causing changes on the surface of the earth and inside the earth. Okay, so we discussed right now about earthquake and volcanoes that which are caused by which force? Endogenic force. Okay, now next is that is volcano. Now we are going to discuss about volcano. What is volcano? Volcano is an opening, is a vent. This is vent. Okay, this line is vent. With this is magma chamber, and magma chamber means it is the molten lava which releases out from the vent, and this is ash and the gases are releasing, and this is lava. This is magma, but when it comes outside it is known as lava. Okay, that layer is crust, earth's part, that is earth's layer, that is crust, and next is mantle. Okay, and this is magma chamber जहाँ पर magma इकट्ठा होता है, mean that is collected there. Okay, so volcano is an opening, is a vent in the earth's crust through which molten magma or molten material erupts suddenly. Okay, so this is volcano, and because of the movement of the lithospherical plates, the surface of the earth sudden vibrates. Okay, and this vibration or these vibrations travel all around the earth. That's why at that time our earth vibrates, and this situation and these vibrations are called earthquakes. Whenever there is earthquake, you have ever noticed that at that time our earth vibrates. Yes, and why? Because of the lithospherical plates, because they hit each other. Okay, when they struck to each other, these cause vibrations, and these vibration on the earth's surface, these are known as volcano. Okay, now there is an example that you can do at your home as well. This is an activity. What you have to do, you have to take a container, fill it with the water, and close it with a lid, and you can keep anything upper side, like you can keep peas, or you can put any spoon or whatever you are having, the vegetable or jo bhi hai, cut it and put it there. But you will notice then when water is boiled, when water boils, at that time there is a sudden force, and because of that force that plate, the lid which is kept on the container, that started vibrating. Yes, and the material that was kept on the lid, that was fell down, and the spoon that was on the lid, that was sudden making sound, tuck tuck tuck, like this. Okay, so that is like again this happens according to we can say that similarly earthquake happens in the same process. Okay, the vibrations are made inside, the vibrations form inside the earth, and because of that vibrations the earth vibrates, and because of that we can say that these vibrations are called earthquake. And what is the scale which is used to measure the earthquake? That is called Richter scale. Richter. Richter. This is Richter scale. To know the intensity, to know the measurement of intensity of that volcano. Okay, so the place in the crust where the movement starts, where that vibration starts, जहाँ से start हुई, suppose जहाँ any part, this is our earth, suppose this is the part where we felt those vibrations, it means we felt earthquake. Okay, so the part inside the earth, that will be focus, जहाँ पे वो movement start हुई. Okay, but that is inside the earth. Okay, but the place on the surface, okay, the place on the surface on which that earthquake has taken place, that place is known as epicenter. So you can say that this is the epicenter where the movement started. Okay, and this is inside the crust, this is inside the earth. But when we are coming outside of the earth, mean our earth surface, this center, this point will be the epicenter of that volcano, so of that earthquake. Okay, so this is inside the earth, that is focus जहाँ से start हुआ, but उसी का ऊपर point that is on the earth surface, that will be called epicenter. Okay, and these vibrations they travel in waves. Okay, waves आपने देखी ना, waves कैसी होती हैं, this side, okay, like this, जहाँ पे भी volcano आया इस तरह से, ठीक है, they travel like this. Okay, then there is next point, that is greatest damage. We can experience greatest damage where near obviously epicenter, on the surface. अंदर क्या है क्या नहीं we don't know, but the place, the epicenter, we can experience, or we most of the destructions, heavy destructions, greatest destruction we experience on the epicenter. Okay, as we are moving away the epicenter, the intensity of the earthquake, that will be less. Okay, obviously if a place is there जहाँ earthquake आया, obviously if we are getting away from there, obviously उसकी intensity कैसी होगी, obviously it will be less than that epicenter point. Yes, so the strength decrease as we move away from the center. Okay, now next there are the 3 types of earthquake waves. I told you waves, ठीक है? So there are 3 types of waves in which earthquake occurs. First is P waves, or they are known as longitudinal waves. P waves or longitudinal. It means I have written here squeeze or expand. किस टाइप की है ये? It means क्या है? Plates क्या है? एक बार ये squeeze होती हैं, then they expand, then squeeze, then expand, then squeeze, expand. Okay, so these types of waves are called longitudinal waves. Okay, the next is S waves or transverse. Okay, these are back forth, mean like this, back forth, back forth. Okay, so these types of waves are known as S waves or transverse waves. Next is L waves or surface. They are not connected. They are not connected to each other, but still they can travel any type of material, whether that is solid, that is liquid, or that is gaseous form. Okay, they can travel any type of material. I hope this is clear to you all. So now I told you about this waves. What are the types of earthquake waves? Okay, so these are the types of earthquake waves. So we can't predict earthquake, but its impact or its hazards, they can be minimized, of course, if we are well prepared for it. Okay, so what are the methods to predict common earthquake? I mean, what are the predictions जिसकी वजह से हम लगा सकते हैं, या फिर कई लोगों ने लगाया है अंदाजा that earthquake is around to occur. Okay, so there are some methods. These are study animals' behavior. At that time, snakes come to surface, or fish in the ponds get agitated. Okay, so by these all things, we can predict that earthquakes is going to occur on the earth. Okay, so next is what are the preparedness we can do for earthquake. Okay, so earthquake preparedness, there are some points. What are the steps what we should follow, or where to take shelter? Okay, so first is safe spot. You have to look for a safe spot, which can be under a kitchen table, under a kitchen's counter, under a desk, or inside the wall, or near on the corner of the wall, or corner of the, we can say ki wall. Okay, and with the wall. And next is stay away from there are some things जिससे आपको दूर रहना चाहिए, and these are fireplaces, chimneys and which are electrical things. Now you have to stay away from these. Okay, so next is be prepared. You have to be prepared earlier, and you have to spread awareness about the earthquake preparedness, ki how can we prepare ourselves and how can we save ourselves from the earthquake. So be prepared. First of all, spread awareness to face any disaster confidently. Okay, so this topic is clear. Now I am giving you some questions to write their answers in your notebook. You have to write their answers in your classwork group. So I'm giving you some questions right now. You have to write their answers in your classwork notebook and share in the group. I hope this topic is clear to you all. Your first question is, name the two forces that cause changes on the earth's surface. On the earth, not surface. Name the forces that cause changes in the earth, inside the earth or surface of the earth. There are two types of forces. So you have to write 1, 2 line about that, their names, and 2 to 3 lines about endogenic force and 1 to 2 lines about exogenic force. Okay, so next is, what is volcano? What is volcano? Third question is, how does earthquake occur? Third question is, how does earthquake occur? And fourth question is, write the types of earthquake waves. Write the type of earthquake waves and write 1 to 2 lines about each waves. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. You have to write their answer and send it in your classwork group.